After reaching an all-time high of $54.52 yesterday, silver prices have dropped 6% today to $51.72, and investors are understandably worried. This retreat was beneficial for silver though, and I understand that. On top of that, there is a discount being held on silver. Make the most of this sale price. Is this the bottom and we'll start setting records again? We'll find out in this video what triggered this flash crash. And more importantly, will it continue crashing? Stay tuned to find out the solution to that burning question that we're all asking. The price of silver has dropped significantly from its all-time high yesterday, so let's talk about what's going on with that. Consider this red candlestick, for example. My point is this though. This had to take place. No amount of careless record-breaking or irrational price increases for this asset would be acceptable. Now that we're establishing some stability, a correction is the best course of action for the asset. The amount of support resistance is increasing. Without that, if it continues to rise indefinitely, it will inevitably fall indefinitely. A small pullback was necessary for prices to settle around that level. It's not a perfectly level mountain. Rather, it has a gentle slope. That's how market values plummet, as seen with Bitcoin in 2016. It was beneficial for silver to do this because its recovery took a long time. However, I must say, first and foremost, welcome. Your daily silver news broadcast is much appreciated. Hi there, I'm Silver Slayer. If you're interested in staying up to date on global events and their impact on precious metal prices, and silver in particular, then I can do the research for you and compile it all into a dazzling YouTube video. That way, you won't have to spend all day in front of a computer. You must remain current. Believe me right now. Every day, and particularly at the moment, there is just too much occurring. You must remain current, and I will ensure that you do just that. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button. Additionally, earlier today I shared a video showcasing the rarest, most costly and coolest silver in my collection. Making this video was an absolute blast. In my opinion, you will find it enjoyable. I have some really amazing items, and I've explained the history of each coin and why it's unique and rare. I have faith that this video will be entertaining for you. Earlier today, I uploaded it. My video for noon is here. Be sure to check my channel about noon and 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time every day to see whether I upload a video. At either noon or 6 o'clock in the evening, you can find me posting a video. Time zone: Eastern. Like today, I want to make 2 videos. A couple of them, and occasionally only one. However, in any case, let's check out Bloomberg's take on this silver price collapse. Consequently, precious metals retreated following this rise, causing silver to plummet over 6%. Following a ferocious run this week, the broad precious metals group retreated, causing silver to fall more than 6%, its worst drop in 6 months. Gold and silver demand as safe havens took a hit as worries over US credit quality and trade tensions with China subsided. Solid earnings from regional banks stabilized the stock market and lifted bond yields, while President Trump's statements on Friday calmed anxiety about trade tensions. Bullion, which does not pay interest, is usually negatively impacted by higher rates. Price volatility is a common occurrence in the silver market. In fact, Forbes just made note of it in an article they published a few days ago. You did hear that silver is incredibly risky due to its volatility, particularly during this recent rally. It changes a lot. The hype is when a lot of people buy in. The value of silver is a mystery to them. Therefore, they sell in a panic the moment it crashes, like today. At record highs of $54 and $52, a lot of individuals bought in yesterday. Suddenly, my investment has dropped $3 today. They do what? They think they made a mistake and sell in a panic, but they actually just buy more. Here is an opportunity to acquire it for an even lower price. You don't become upset when shoes are on sale if you go shoe shopping and desire a pair. Discounts don't irritate you. They are exploited by you. However, many people's thinking is completely backwards when it comes to investing. Inverted, to be precise. Buy low, sell high is the correct strategy. As a general rule, people tend to purchase high and sell low. I know it's insane. Thus, investors are cashing out as a long-standing squeeze in the London silver market begins to ease. As more regional dislocations fade, the severe London shortage is beginning to ease. Profit-taking could be influenced, according to MKS PAMP's head of metal strategy, Nikki Shields. The silver price reached new all-time highs on Friday, rising close to $54.50 per ounce, before plunging in what appears to have been an overly rapid recovery. The Relative Strength Index, RSI, a measure of price momentum, indicates that there may be a correction in silver prices since too many individuals have been purchasing it since late September. The gold market is very much the same. Yeah, it's definitely overbought. That's the correct word for it. Region, that was purchased at a premium. Price inflation is out of control, particularly for precious metals, due to the excessive buying activity. Cryptocurrency, for example, might achieve this. Cryptocurrencies, not precious metals, would display such figures. It's similar to the hare and the tortoise. An easier way to ease into it is with precious metal. Silver's astounding one-day drop from $54, $52 to $51, $72 is understandable given this. That, however, merely demonstrates the extent to which the area was overbought. The data don't lie, as you can see from the graph. Still, purchases by central banks and flows into bullion-backed, exchange-traded funds have propelled gold's price increase of almost 60% this year. Expecting the other hand, bets expecting a massive US rate decrease by years are becoming increasingly popular among traders, and it would be good for precious metals and other assets that don't yield much. Yeah, silver prices might rise sharply or fall sharply, depending on when this massive rate cut occurs. Hey everyone, just a reminder that a few days ago, I ran a poll on my channel asking when you believe silver will hit $100. The number of votes was 3.2 thousand. The number of votes has increased. Half of those who took the survey said it will reach $100 in under 6 months. Most individuals, hands down. I don't necessarily think it will come to pass, but that's the general consensus among everyday stackers, that this rally will go on. Traders have been transferring silver across the Atlantic Ocean as a result of the recent sharp tightening in the London silver market, which has driven prices far higher than New York silver futures. The metal's 1-month annualized borrowing costs were about 20% on Friday, sparking a global hunt for it as a result of the extraordinary crunch in London. The COMEX-affiliated warehouses have seen the withdrawal of over 15 million ounces of silver during the previous 7 days. London is probably going to get a lot of that, and it could help with the tightness. Additionally, it is evident that the LVM's inventory levels, including their free-floating stocks, are extremely low in the COMEX. This kind of thing will happen if a lot of people who would typically settle for cash or some other form of non-physical payment start asking to convert the contract into a physical one. In a twist of irony, that is precisely how they manage to keep the price low. The silver market is experiencing a natural squeeze, not a fixated one, like the one that occurred in February 2021 on Wall Street or in 1980 with the Hunt brothers. Guess what? This is straight from Forbes. Additionally, I would want to share this. So, as silver prices climb, analysts are warning of hazards. One could read this piece and conclude that it is merely pessimistic, they ought not to be making these claims. Where is their expertise? However, that is actually rather accurate. Silver is sometimes referred to be the devil's metal, or the riskier version of gold, due to its high potential for financial loss. This is like gold with extra power. It's like a kind of gold that's more dramatic and overblown. Spikes of gold, in my opinion. However, many individuals fail to grasp the reasoning behind my statement. Adverse consequences can occur after using steroids. That is the reason behind my statement that it is like gold on steroids. A lot of folks just picture steroid-fueled gold. Oh, because its height increases. Moreover, it has a higher rate of falling. Basically, silver is essentially an extreme form of gold. The price of silver will increase by 15% if the price of gold increases by 10%. Additionally, if gold is projected to decline by 10%, silver is expected to decline by 15%. The second half of the term gold on steroids is often misunderstood by those who hear me say it. Indeed, silver's performance has been outstanding. This has to take place for us. After this already unprecedented run, it would be surprising to see something go all the way to 100. We were referring to silver worth $30 or so. Since when? Very recently, actually. Suppose we were seeing silver for 1 month. Let's do it. Okay, next. March 25, silver's 32, and we'll begin in May 25. The month of June is 36. The sum was $36 only a few months ago. July? About 38 are visible. The month of October. Do you want 46 or not? There are 46. Yeah. Towards the end of October. Yeah. In the first week of October. Now we're up to number 54. The candlesticks are like this, you know. That doesn't seem right. A reversal, of course, was inevitable. Do not let it continue to rise, as this will result in a very noticeable pullback. That is the current state of silver then. I felt compelled to tell you all about that right this second. Presently, it stands at 51.91. Bref, I pray this video was entertaining for all of you. Come to Miles Franklin if you are looking for a reliable source to buy gold, silver, or platinum at affordable costs. We guarantee that you will not be defrauded or given counterfeit metal. Copyright Miles Franklin, all rights reserved. Spread the word that Slayer referred you. A price sheet detailing all of our goods and its prices will be provided to you. The price sheet for the week features our discounts marked in green at the top. Various payment options are available. In this company, Andy Scheckman serves as sole proprietor. So, you're buying from real people, not faceless businesses, and we're quite legitimate and competent. People who genuinely care are what you're purchasing. To Andy's surprise, it matters. Truly, it matters to me. Thus, yes. My GoFundMe page is also active at this time. You can still join the campaign. Many people have donated, and it has made a huge difference. In my opinion, we are almost through with the campaign. There are a few more that remain. It would be very appreciated if you could make a donation. The custody battle is ongoing, you know. Quite disorganized. Defending his daughter in court. If you are able to make a donation towards it, I would greatly appreciate it. In the description, you'll find the URL. Even if you don't, I highly recommend viewing this video since I'm really interested in seeing what happens next. Every single day, you will be informed about the actual situation and reasons behind the silver price's movements if you choose to subscribe. Every day, you'll be tapped in if you subscribe and click the bell. Importantly, I will be making a video in which I discuss this same topic. Whatever the case may be, I will now end this video. So much obliged you for stopping by. Slayer Silver was here. See you all tomorrow. No war.